Yeah, even with a loss today at American Family Field, the Brewers have clinched the division thanks to a Cubs collapse in Atlanta. And as you see, despite the loss, there was a big-time celebration at AmFam Field. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Jessa Brycebeck.
And I'm Natalie Shepard. We have team coverage of the Brewers clinch tonight, and we're going to start with CBS 58's Adam Reif, live from the field at AmFam Field. This has turned into quite the celebration, Adam.
Hey there, guys. It's obviously the crowd is still here. We've got Christian Yelich right behind us. All the players are mingling as the crowd is mingling. So it's a very unique situation where these guys are just as excited as everybody in the stands. It's been going on now for the past 45 minutes or so, ever since the Cubs game ended. And the one thing we talked about in the 9 o'clock show is nobody's going to remember tomorrow the score of the Brewers game, because all that matters is they are Central Division champs. It's been a lot of pictures, cigars, hugs, and champagne and beer out here. A lot of people mingling with some of the fans along the rope line. Those fans stayed out and they watched the game, keeping an eye on it because they obviously knew what was at stake. So it turned into a big watch party on the big screen for them. We've talked to a lot of people. We're going to do our best to get you all the sights and sounds of this celebration. One of the key people we talked to, Bob Uecker, who is turning 90 in January. He's seen a lot of baseball here in Milwaukee and elsewhere, but this team is special to him, and he knows what it does to unite his hometown. Take a listen. You've seen this before. What's tomorrow going to be like? A lot of people sleeping in?
Well, no, you know what? I'm looking forward to tomorrow, too. It's what I've done for such a long time, and to be able to do it again here tomorrow, and, you know, playing against St. Louis, which was a place that I had a couple of years to enjoy playing, and being on a World Championship team in 1964 there's nothing like a World Championship. There really isn't. I mean, it's the bottom line for every team. That's everybody's bottom line goal, but it can't happen for everybody. But when it happens for you, it's something that you keep with you for the rest of your time, and to be able to sport a championship ring for those who have done it, there's nothing like it. I mean, it's truly, and to do it here, to do it in Milwaukee, and to do it in front of the hometown crowd, and it happened a different way. You know, I mean, I'm sure they would have liked to have won it and won it that way, but you know, when you hear the fans start screaming and hollering, you know something's going on someplace else that's going to benefit you.
Back out live to the field now. You can see some of the players and their families have brought out the kids. Not everybody stayed awake for the celebration, but what's important is that they're all doing it together. And I talked to Uecker about family and about what it means to see these players at their age bring some life to him at his age. And he said it's really great to see not only their kids, but sometimes their kids' kids, and that is what keeps him young. We've got a lot of coverage here to get to. We're going to send it over to CBS 58 Scott Grodsky. He's got some more from across the field. Scott?
What a scene here at American Family Field. I just got out of the clubhouse a few minutes ago, still drenched a little bit, can't really see out of my eyes after some champagne went flying, but it was everything that the Brewers wanted it to be for a clubhouse celebration. Doesn't matter if they got in by the Cubs losing instead of them winning. You wouldn't know it by how they reacted. I just talked to a couple of the rookies on this team, Sal Frelick, Bryce Terang, and they're guys who grew up their entire lives just watching these locker room celebrations on TV. They said it didn't just live up to their expectations, it blew them out of the water. And as for some of the older, more veteran guys on this team, the Christian Yeliches, the Brandon Woodruffs, the Corbin Burns, they've been here before. They've done it, but they still know it's special. Burns told me that when you have these, you don't know how many of these you're going to have throughout your career. It could be one, it could be zero the rest of the way. So you always have to take advantage and really soak in the moment. It's been incredible to see as they came out of the clubhouse. Still plenty of fans here waiting to greet them. Just an all-around party here at American Family Field. We caught up with Craig Counsell during the celebration.
What does this mean?
Yeah, I mean, it means we've brought October baseball to our fans again. You know, that's important. You know, we feel like October's got a chance to be really special, and there's got a chance to be really special for everybody coming to games. Got a chance to be really special for our players. You know, you do it for the special moments for sure, because those are get that high-end joy anywhere else like that. So I'm excited for our players to have an opportunity to experience it, excited for our fans to be able to experience it. And that's the part that means a lot, man. You want that for everybody around you.
You've been to the top. How do you get these guys to focus on what they have to do?
Yeah, no, that's not a problem, man. I mean, it's a real privilege to play in October, and it means a lot. And for our first-year players, man, if you're a rookie and you're one of, it's 1 for 1. That's how I always see it. I talked to Freddie. Freddie's 5 for 6 going to the playoffs. Corbin Burns 5 for 6. That's pretty cool, man. And that you can do it in Milwaukee and say, hey, I've been in the playoffs 5 out of 6 years. Pretty darn cool.
Has it sunk in what you've done for this franchise in your time here, from what it was before you got here to what it is after?
Well, I mean, you just do your job, man, and that's what it's about, is just do your job, and then when you look up and you look back, maybe in a bunch of years, you can be satisfied with it. But meanwhile, when we wake up tomorrow, there'll be something to do, and you better get it done.
It's no secret that last year didn't exactly end the way the Brewers wanted it to, but as you see Christian Yelich and Mark Atanasio having their moment to celebrate on the field as well, there's just this jubilation and this sense of relief even on some of the players' faces and on Mark Atanasio's. When I talked to him, he said, given how last year went, it just is so special to be back in this moment as NL Central champions for the Brewers. Live at American Family Field, Scott Grodzki, CBS 58 Sports.